super excited for these young people. We have an ultimate level of respect for Radford. We understood going in, the coach was the third winningest coach in the state of Virginia. We did our homework, and we knew they're a well-coached team. But I'm super proud of these young men that's beside me in that other locker room.
Questions? Your full court press, huge factor throughout the game. Comment on your full court press and the toll it took on them.
Well, we're a deep team, and we're athletic as ever. And we try to throw as many bodies at the other team as we can. And we got our hands on a lot of balls today, and it turned into a lot of good offense for us.
Red, how big was the three-point shooting? How big was the three-point shooting early on in this game? Did you kind of feel like those plays, the threes as well as the dunks, would kind of demoralize them as you guys got rolling?
Felt good. First one out.
Mm-hmm. Was that part of the game plan, coming in and kind of shoot it up from three and see if you can kind of stomp on them early, or?
Yes, sir.
Red, is this the first time you played at the Sigma Center?
For John Marshall, yes, sir.
You played travel ball there?
Travel ball, I was younger.
I thought your three-point shooting really opened it up early.
Yeah.
Ty, it's tough to compare, but how special is this group compared to the standard that's at John Marshall now?
Well, that's a good question. I've been asked that question a lot, and it's kind of hard to compare this group to any of the other groups without winning a state championship. There's a rich history at John Marshall, and a lot of guys put a lot of work in that gym who paved the way for these young people. These young people right here are special in their own right. I think today they get their flowers. I'm proud of them.
You did the what? What was the last thing you said?
They getting their due today. This year is special for a lot of reasons. Obviously, we didn't get an opportunity to compete last year, and people were saying which team is the best team. We got posted of our years of state champions, and then everybody jokes always, it could have been that 2021 team who could probably had the best team ever, easily with those guys of Jason Nelson, Roosevelt Wheeler, and all those guys coming back. That team was destined for greatness, but today is about these young people who worked their butts off and who were susceptible to being coached all year long and coached hard, and they responded every single time.
Dennis, the dream is to be able to play your best in a game like this. Can you describe the feeling of having the kind of game you did in the last game of the season?
Well, I already knew going out on the floor that I couldn't go out half stepping. You know, earlier this week I didn't have the best of games, so like throughout the week I got to get my body right, prepare myself, make sure my mind was right. Stepping out on that floor, because that is a big floor. You get tired easily, so it's a mental game out there as much as physical. So that's what I did.
Dennis, speaking of the floor and the game, at least through three quarters, you were 6 of 7 from 3 points, and 2 of 9 from inside the line. Can you speak at how you were finding the zone from farther away?
Well, I've been all throughout the week. I've just been getting shots up. You know, the coaches got that little orange ball we played with, so we've been working with that ball throughout the whole week. And in the paint, I can't really describe. I feel like I could have personally did better going up myself, but there was a lot of contact down there, and I guess the rest just didn't see it. So.
Yes, you mentioned the orange ball. How does that differ from a regular ball?
It's a different feeling. It's like it's a little harder, but it's lighter at the same time. Regular ball, it's like it will go straight in rather than the orange ball. It can bounce around and for a couple seconds. It might just go
It's
out.
harder to shoot with the orange ball.
Yes, sir.
Ty, it's not supposed to look that easy, but tell us why that was harder than it might have looked, given the final score.
Again, they're well coached. Coaches got a lot of state championships for a reason. It's not by accident they do a lot of winning over there. They're always well prepared. And that's a young group of guys over there too. So don't be surprised you see them back next year.
Our coaches and players, y'all made over half of the 3-point shots, 13 3-point shots. make. That's outstanding shooting by anybody's standard. If y'all topped that earlier this year, is that as good as you can, well, I'm never gonna say as good as you can do, but as good as you have done?
That's a good question. I had to check the stats on that one. We've had some games we shot it well. We've also had some games we didn't shoot it so well either. But the guys were really locked in and more into the conditioning part of things on a college court. The last time we played on a college court, we didn't fare too well. And so the guys purposely ran extra sprints this week in order to get their legs under them for shots so they could be prepared for this moment. But these two guys right here, they shot the ball really, really well today.
So too, did the extra conditioning you just described, you think, how did that help?
It contributed very well to the game. He used his class for it.
How did that help with your shooting? Just, having good legs under you.
Getting more comfortable around the basket, getting more comfortable in his shooting. All about comfortability.
How much longer is the VCU court than a typical high school court?
10 feet. It's college court is 94 by 50. High school is 84 by 50.
In the previous game you're referring to, is that when you lost to Hayfield?
Lost to Hayfield
Virginia
at
State?
Virginia State, yes.
One more question for you guys. For 6'6", you're just such a versatile player. What do you really consider your position? It looks like you can be point guard, center, or anything.
It's not really no specific position. I mean, I feel like I can play all positions. But I can guard 1 through 5. And so I suggest myself, I view myself as a question mark.
A question mark?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Because you don't know
You mean your position is question mark?
Yeah, question.
Do you have the answer?
So instead of G at
So the college
you
coach
just have
said
beside you a question mark.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, football is just athletes.
Hey,
Anything else, Coach?
I want to throw one more out there. Great job on all of you. I know your program, what you do. But I've got to ask the players, go on the light side. Who does the best imitation of Coach White in practice? You're allowed to talk because state title. He can't take it back from you. And you got no more sprints to do. Who does the best imitation?
This year.
Who
is it?
Lock on a senior named Justin Brown.
He does the best one?
Yes, sir.
Is it when Coach is going crazy or is it when he's mild?
Crazy.
Okay. We got to get a film of that.
Yeah.
These underclassmen coaches, they got some running to do.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Somebody's gonna pay.
Great job. Great job.